Australia now, boy. Good on you, mate. Welcome to the Down Under. The days is sunny. It's always sunny down under. Always down under.
No.
No dingoes.
Rest in peace, Steve Irwin, though, for real.
Yeah.
He was dope. He was one of my childhood heroes, real talk.
I do appreciate that his son is kind of taking
The same exact dude.
Yeah.
Same exact.
Almost similar.
Yeah.
Looks exactly.
Also, shout out
Basically
to
a clone.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
We're here to talk about One Piece. As always, the first topic today was about world building. I feel like, as you know, a whole, like, this manga, just like, kind of just at the top tier of, you know, world building, character building. I feel like there's just deep connection and deep, you know, story, you know, to just One Piece in general.
On that note, there definitely is, but then also there's some random ass stuff too, right?
There's a ton of
But but that's why you kind of like love it, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. I mean, I feel like
They stick with that consistent random stuff.
Yeah,
Like even for instance, we were just talking about this beforehand, but with like the snails being like the communication devices and or like televisions, etc.
yeah.
In like the communications realm, like that's just a funny, quirky thing about it, and how obviously we all love like how the person on the other line, the snail takes on their like some of their features,
their facial features,
which is super funny.
which is very funny.
Yeah.
And
And we could also,
And in
on
terms
that
of-
note, you could talk about the news being delivered by like the
seagulls.
By
Seagulls.
the birds,
the
and-
bird.
Pretty
and
efficient
the airship.
system. It gets out there. I mean, everyone seems to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and for the snails
system.
with the personalities, I feel like that just opens up the market for like collectible like figurines and stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. Like you could get
100%.
just like you have all those different pops, you can get all the different versions of those pops in
Yeah.
snail,
The snail version.
which is hilarious. I think I
Yeah.
might do that.
I mean, it's definitely a unique, like fact, like part of the world. Those two things, especially the snail thing, because there's like still like technology that you see in the world, but they're just like snails are the phones for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah. And some of the TVs, like projectors or recording devices
Right, they're like
for the
video,
TVs.
video
rather.
snails.
The video snails, yeah, maybe not
Yeah.
the TVs, but
Some people couldn't even like afford them, like because they're that expensive. The video snails.
Maybe the snails are just like the most like secure, like
There's a bunch
efficient way of like.
And that being said, do you see any like regular snails? Like you see fish and stuff like that?
I mean, perhaps. I know there's a
know
lot
if
of bugs. I don't know about snails though.
You know? Maybe the only snails are the communication devices.
Only snails.
Anyway, that's just one part of it.
Yeah,
But then we also have things
literally
like
just
the
one part.
like the berry system.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the berry
Which just
system
seems to be like cause since it's like a world government, it's a world economy as well, I guess.
It's pretty like straightforward. I mean, shout out to the guy who takes the photos. He does an incredible job.
Talking about for
No.
like the bounty
The
photos.
bounty photos, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he does slip up every once in a while. I mean, obviously with Sanji, it's hilarious. Like,
He might have just had it. I would love, especially from a world building perspective, if like we find out later that the guy taking that photo like just had a problem with Sanji, and like purposely like gave him that other guy's.
That would be funny.
I mean, perhaps,
Just
but
to, like,
then I
fuck with
also know like the Vince Mo, like family had something to do with the bounty
True.
system too. So like, I know when
Oh, so
he was,
maybe
like,
it is literally like one of his family members that just wanted to fuck with him or something like that.
was just like
Or tried
why?
to take his
I mean, I
face
feel
out
like they
of
just
the-
might have not even known
Or that.
what he
Yeah.
might have looked like at that point. You know what I mean? So like, it was possible. I mean, Duval
They didn't
like,
realize
really
it was
did
black
look
with
like
Sanji.
a bizarre version of Sanji. So like, you knew like, but like what, like how they could have
Ultimately,
made
it's
that
just yeah,
mistake.
it's just like a joke.
But it's like, yeah, it is
Just
comedic, and
Super.
and they've already expanded on it enough to bring back the guy.
yeah,
I'm handsome.
handsome. Yeah, crazy. I mean, yeah. So like, there's
That guy
just
was
so many like
How he protected the ship and stuff was really funny.
things, yeah. And going back to the bounty
Xenoji.
system, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, it's the higher the berries, like the more, dangerous the pirate. Like, depending on like what you do, whether it's like
To who?
good stuff or it
know
could
what I'm
even
saying?
be like what you know. Could be
The more dangerous the pirate is to the government.
Like like
Robin.
no, also
Because like Nami's not super strong, Usopp's not super strong,
what's
but
his
like they
name?
got high.
I mean,
Pretty
Usopp's
high balance.
climbing is crazy, which is the most hilarious thing.
Well, I
in
can't
this
even
class.
remember his name.
And Usopp's the only person that doesn't want his bounty, to go up. Because he's just like, yeah, this is getting crazy.
Yeah,
He
just wants to stay hidden for his safety.
Yeah. Not get too
Makes
high.
sense. But like you were saying one of our couple episodes ago, like how in the new season, how Luffy was telling Usopp, he's like, bro, like you can handle this. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah. No, he's up there. I mean,
like you're hanging out with one of the top crews.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna not.
And he
like, pick up
spent
on
all
things.
that time training during that hiatus.
The training, every fight that the crew interacts with is training.
He acts the same as before it, but he's like so much more leveled up.
He's physically getting stronger too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's buff. He's buff now, Bella.
World building.
And then I also find it interesting that the Cross Guild created a bounty system for the
like
Marines,
an alternate,
like an alternative. They're like, you know what, we're gonna kind of spin this on you guys. Which it had different stuff instead of like a bounty amount. It was crowns and stars, and pretty much just like a fleet admiral was worth, what is that, 5 billion berries, where admiral's worth like 3 billion, and a vice admiral's worth what is it, a 500,000. I mean 500 million. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so they make it higher than what the other ones could be.
Yeah. 300 million for a rear admiral, and a 1-star would be 100 million berries. So, and then, it keeps going down. But yeah, I mean, as far as just like politics about One Piece, like it kind of like is crazy because it's almost like a satire on today's society. Like, what's going on with the government, today. Not just here where we live, but just
corruption
everywhere. Corruption, and it's actually kind of cool to see One Piece in the real world.
Yeah.
You're seeing like people rebel. You're
like
seeing One Piece flags going up,
with the
and it's just like this is so crazy. Like One Piece is like really just like in
a universe
speaks to the people.
Speaks to the people, yeah.
Like, it's a reflection of our own life, like you said.
Yeah.
So
no, 100%. I mean, there's so many like topics it touches on. Just the ability to just like Ivan, just like the whole just accepting, people for like what they are. Bon Clay, like this is a character that you love, like you don't really care like what what he's like. He's a guy like it's just like you just love this character. Like just like it's just like a beautiful just experience. Just like it's so hard to like put it in words sometimes.
No, I get what you're saying. It's like it's
a friendship thing.
Yeah,
like Naruto,
accepting people.
Other animes like that, but with the whole different
where they're at.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, just like on the flip side, I just feel like there's so many dark, aspects to One Piece that you're just like, damn, it's not
that are threatening those friendships. Like
which are clearly straight from real world stuff.
Yeah,
just like in the One Piece spin.
I feel like an early
just
thing was like literally 6 episodes in that episode about the dog. Like
where he's like guarding the
shop,
waiting for the owner.
Just like Jesus Christ, like
wow,
I'm weeping.
Jesus Christ.
This is 6 episodes in. Like I don't even know this dog, but like I know this dog. Like it's just like just like a casual thing, but it's just like there was deep story. Like it's just like very like just well written show.
Yeah, they make you care 100%. About
manga,
the things that you wouldn't think you'd ever really care about that much. Like maybe in Naruto you'd care about what's his name's dog at a certain point, but not like random fucking dog.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah.
What's his name? What's his name's dog?
She
starts with the A.
I forget. I've watched Naruto.
Kiba.
Kiba. Yeah, that's the.
Starts with an A. I'm just blanking out. But yeah, I mean, I bring up Naruto as a good part. Like, Naruto's just like a great show. But I just like it's literally just like these people are at war, like, and just like it's like a different vibe. So like it's just like people are dying, and it's like a sad story, but it's also like you're seeing people like also build bonds and stuff like that. But it's just like these bonds are just like all traumatic, kind of experiences that you're like kind of like watching.
Yeah, it's a little more. I feel like it's a little darker.
Definitely. I mean, just like
it's darker because it's like a more like visible like evil.
Yeah.
Where like in One Piece, the evil is like they're like like the
evading.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
They're
within
controlling the
the
narrative.
side that's wearing justice on their back. You know,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
there's
Yeah.
actual good Marines, but like when they're being tainted by like the fucking
From the
five
top.
elders, the top down is like evil. You know, and there's obviously like some cases we see early on in like One Piece, like with the justice not really being equal. I mean, probably the first
like
Marine
right in the beginning with
Morgan,
Zoro,
right, literally,
with,
yeah.
and with the axe, Morgan.
Axe Morgan, you're just like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit.
And then that rat guy with Nami,
rat guy.
the rat looking dude.
Yeah. I know what you're
That, like,
yeah.
It was always fucking with Nami. And like Arlong. That whole shebang. But Yep.
Get her done. Another world building thing, we like to discuss would be just islands. Every island has a different feel. I mean, just getting to the islands, weather changes. Each island is just like, there's a desert island, you're hitting a snow island, you're hitting a jungle island. One island's, prehistoric, and then the next island's a future island. It's just like
it's two that are really like fantasy and like crazy to me are Water 7 and Skypiea for sure.
Yeah.
Like two opposite. It's like a water town, and one's literally on clouds in the sky.
And one's like a floating. Yeah. Well, eventually becomes a floating, city, which is insane too.
I thought you were gonna say Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark's cool too, but it's a boat.
It's a boat, yeah, technically. But it is
island boat.
I mean, it's an island boat. It's an island-sized boat.
Island boat.
I mean, that was a massive boat. Like, you know what I mean? So, technically, it does count. I mean, also, like, another fact is, like, with some of the islands, even, like, the animation changes, from island to island.
Styling.
Yeah, the styling. So that, that's just, like,
super
an interesting, like, cool fact. And just, the animation alone is another, just, like, huge thing,
Yeah. And it's great because it keeps it fresh. It's really the core of the world building is meeting all these islands.
Yeah.
Because you get to meet the interconnected, like, struggles that people go
Did you
through.
see some people made like a 3D model of like the One Piece world with the Grand Line and stuff like that? Somewhere on Instagram. Gotta check it out. That's pretty cool.
I haven't seen it, but that does sound cool. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be cool. You know how people have a globe in their house? It'd be cool if you had like a
One Piece globe.
Yeah.
But then it'd have to be when the show is done, though, because like
maybe that piece you could add later on when it comes out.
Because I was gonna say, what's his name?
Modular.
Oda's,
it's modular design. So
yeah,
or like the One Piece is just something you can just pin in on it one day, and then you just burn the whole thing.
Explodes, and it's like the One Piece was inside the globe the whole time. You idiot!
The center of the earth.
Everyone has it. It's your friends. I kidnapped and miniaturized your friend. Oda's really crazy. Is my.
Well, yeah,
that's my theory.
Sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But I do like how like each island kind of has like its own society, like its own like set of rules. I feel like what kind of like separates it apart, for that other animes that have massive worlds like Hunter x Hunter, that world is kind of based on potential. Like they like tell you like, oh, there's a whole bunch of unexplored, stuff. So like you don't know, the main characters don't know either, like what's out there. But like that there is
that game thing, I didn't see that coming at all.
Not yet.
I was like,
yeah. Well, that was insane.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Thing.
And also one more island that I thought was really cool and wacky was where everything was like long. Yeah.
I was thinking about island too. Yeah. Yeah.
So funny.
They're like, Chopper, your cousin's over there. I was like the deer, the long deer.
Long deer.
So yeah, I mean, let's talk about some
John Deere.
I was just thinking it sounds like a lawnmower.
Long deer, John Deere. Speaking of fights,
let's talk about some non-straw hat fights. So I kind of wrote down some fights. Kind of want you guys to like blind rank them 1 through 5. Definitely give my input on that. But let's start off with the first one. So where would you rate this one? Just coming in, blindly, not knowing what the next ones are gonna be. But Pedro versus Baron Tamago.
That's a good non-straw hat fight.
Yeah,
it's a solid 4.5 out of 5. Because
so you're saying put that at 4?
4, 5 ish. Just not because of the intensity of the fight, because of the like emotional intensity because of what it means for everything else.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of sets a flame to everybody else's like.
Now, how's this ranking working? It's 5.
so once you put it in, you can't move it. But like, there are gonna be other fights that that might be better. So you don't want to just like
What?
blindly.
Why
You're
can't
blindly
we move
ranking
it?
these fights. You can't move it.
Okay.
Once you.
But what is
Particularly
it out of? Is it like
There's gonna
intensity
be
or is
5
it all
fights.
in? Is it it's like
I feel like
multifaceted?
everything's gonna
Okay, but what's our ranking? Is
like it's the
4 out of
actual
5
fight. What's
bad
at
or
stake.
good? Is what I'm saying. Or
Because
is
I
One would
see-
be
I see-
one would be the best fight out of like, so this is the best fight of the non.
Okay, so I'll list
And
all
5
of
would
them,
be the
and
worst.
I could give you my ranking afterwards. You're talking about all these 5, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
like,
saying
how do I
the
rank
first-
if I'm supposedly don't know the other ones when I do
they're
know?
blindly ranking them, so that's why I'm leading in. That's why.
Wait, ranking them
This
out
is
of
what
the other
this-
ones,
yo,
or ranking
This is
them?
what I discussed. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, should we do a blind ranking, or do we want to just like?
No, I think we should run through all of these and be like, which ones?
Then we
1,
rank
2,
them.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna
Let's just
reset.
talk up. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant by
Yeah.
blind ranking.
Yeah,
I didn't know what you
that's
meant
and
before.
what I
Just
meant.
you come in,
Okay.
you say the first fight, and then you're like, that's number 4. So then if I say the next fight, and you're like, that fight was better, and you wanted to put it, higher, and there's no other higher spots,
Okay.
you're done. You know what I mean?
So
So
definitely, I definitely don't want to do that.
All right.
we should,
That sounds like a bad way of ranking.
we should lay out all the
people,
ranking
and then
like
we'll
that.
re-rank.
People like blind rankings.
What?
It's a thing.
Okay, I know
It's a
what you're.
thing.
Now I know what you're saying.
It's a
But no,
thing.
I don't really like it.
All right, so we'll just go through it. Yo,
We'll
you
do all.
niggas.
We'll do all 5, and then we'll.
All right, and then we'll rank them after. All right.
Rank.
That was fun.
I'm sorry.
Because Ben just like does.
Let's rank the following fights.
That's at all.
Blind rank. So it's like
get- I
in
get-
quotations.
I get what
Blind
you're saying.
rank. So
I
you
get-
guys
I
know
get-
what the fights
I
were.
get what you're saying.
Right,
I get
but
what you're
like-
saying, but I don't like it still.
But that
and-
concept doesn't
Ben
make
doesn't get it
sense.
at
No,
all.
I get it, but it's not a
Just to
good.
make the people
you would-
hyped up and be like, wow,
it's-
I can't believe you.
No,
Why-
but-
technically you wouldn't know like what the fights were supposed to be coming in. However, you did
Right.
know, but it was just
So
supposed to be
if-
like
So exactly.
It
So
doesn't
why
matter.
would
We're
I be
moving on.
ranking it blindly?
you're just like thinking about. You're just thinking
Think
about
about that though. Am I wrong?
blind
Why
rank
would I be
is in
ranking?
quotations. What do you think blind rank means? Not like. Otherwise,
We're doing it the other way.
I'm like
You should
blind
leave, you
ranking.
should leave all this in, by the way.
yo, bro. Blind ranking.
Okay.
That's gonna be on the
Blind
cover of the
ranking.
thumbnail. That's gonna be your
It's
thumbnail
crazy.
pic, by the way.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the some non-strat fights.
Oh.
We're gonna talk about them, and then at the end, we're gonna rank them together, and we're gonna see, kind of like how we feel about them. All
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
So the first one was Baron Tamago versus Pedro.
That's a really good fight.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, that was one of the kind of points just and where I was just kind of like, oh shit, the anime is just like so on point. It was like just like such a clean, smooth fight. There definitely were points where it was just like it wasn't like they could blow like a big budget on it, but at the same time, like it was just like so.
They're doing a
I
lot
could
with
just
a
tell
little.
like it was just like such a lot with the little.
Yeah.
Just the overall, just like the feeling of like, damn, he really needs to pull this off.
Yeah. Or like
He knows that he's
yeah.
low key like the spark to.
There was a
like,
lot on the line.
Yeah.
And then it lit everybody else on fire once it didn't go
Yeah.
how everybody wanted it to go.
and then they're like, yo, we gotta get out of here. Like ultimately, like
I feel like they still reference it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Big Mom does catch up to them.
Wait, is it-
But
I thought he didn't die in that Baron Tamago fight.
Baron Tamago doesn't die.
Oh yeah.
They both don't die.
Pedro dies. Like he kills himself. He sacrifices
No,
himself.
that's with the.
Well, he
That's with a
does
different
do that,
character.
but
with
he
a
Pedro-
doesn't-
different.
Pedro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
you're
that
right,
guy. Yeah.
No, you're right. But yeah, that's.
But these guys do. Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys go fucking hard.
They did no, yeah. So just scratch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was beef. It was on site. Like he had like a reason, like he had the cut on his eye. Like it just like this was just like we're running it back,
Yeah.
That kind of like you're feeling that intensity.
Oh yeah, wasn't Baron Tamago the guy that like fucked with Beidra or something?
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They
good.
worked together. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they were
Right,
like working
right,
together.
right.
Then he was just like slashed his eye and dipped out. He was just like, yo,
fuck you.
it's on site next time I see you. And then they just like were, pow, pow, off rip.
Yeah.
So it was definitely like a very like cool fight. Garp versus the Blackbeard Pirates. So
that was that.
when he went to go save Kobe,
I think
Okay,
that's like
I
a really
I
good
see what
like,
you- I see what you're doing
animation
here.
like fight. I wouldn't say it's a really good fight necessarily, but it's a really cool like scene moment because like you get the whole like galaxy impact that Garp does. I mean, I guess technically he fights Kuzan, which is sick, and you get that whole like past
yeah, I mean,
story.
there's all the impact frames. I mean, just the entrance alone was sick. He flew the ship.
I just mean like
onto
them fighting him. It wasn't like a
well, I
crazy
mean,
fight. He was
that
just like
whole I'm
fucking
saying
up
like
the
that
Blackbeard.
attack, that assault on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beehive, like that whole kind of scuffle, like that's a non-straw hat thing. So I'm just saying like that whole
No, I understand
That's-
what
yeah,
you're saying. I
yeah.
just seem like as a fight, it's not like a crazy fight, but it's a really cool like fighting moment, you know? Because it's not like
Insane.
the Blackbeard pirates are fighting well against Garp, you know, except for like Kuzan, because he's the only like
It's really just him versus Kuzan.
right.
That's the exciting stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like
the other ones
Blackbeard,
the other ones aren't even around.
because Blackbeard wasn't even there, right? It was like
Some of them
no,
are
so
watching.
it's the Blackbeard Pirates, not Blackbeard.
right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. That's what I just mean. Like, so like it's definitely a really cool fight, but like, I mean,
yeah, that's just
it's really just boils down to like his impact fight.
They have, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there's
It's pretty sick though.
3 separate impact
Pretty
frame
sick.
sections in that whole part.
And then
the
does
first
that
one's dope.
does that
Just him
exclude
seeing it, seeing Kobe.
does that exclude Kobe doing what he does as
No,
well?
that's not. That's literally,
It's all of it.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's all. I feel like.
Yeah,
part
so
of that.
for that, it's big on this list. It's going to be high for me
I
personally.
mean, ultimately, like he's pulling up with the goal to save Kobe. Like he does, he ends up sacrificing himself, and switching out with him. I mean, what's sick about the impact frames when he's fighting Kuzan? You're
yeah,
just
they're
seeing
sick.
like like that whole shit is just like
The past,
insane. Yeah. So it's just like
their
just like the
history,
depth of that, their history, seeing like how he trained and everything, just
stuff you
that
didn't
who-
know.
yeah, that,
Stuff you
yeah,
didn't know.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
just
you're
the
having
whole-
to
They start
great-
throwing flashbacks
Trying
in
to-
there, and you're like, oh shit! Like,
yeah,
these guys go way back, and now they're
exactly.
trying to kill each other.
All right.
Definitely a good thing.
And then Blackbeard versus Ace, which wasn't necessarily a long fight.
Yeah, not really a great fight necessarily, because
You
I
see
feel
some
like
cool new different tricks from Ace, which are cool, but like that they're not super effective.
And ultimately he did
Blackbeard's
get overpowered.
super strong.
yeah,
I mean,
it's Ace being prideful, right?
Between
like-
his devil fruit and his hockey, like we were talking about
yeah,
earlier.
I feel like he was kind of victim to the story. Just like maybe Oda wasn't like, kind of like
he
he
needed
didn't know like
he
what
needed
hockey
an
was,
emotional
kind of like had like some
thing
sort of
for Luffy.
situation where like he did need something emotional for Luffy, but
for
like
growth.
you kind of like see Ace and you're like, damn, like this is one of the strongest, dudes like that you've seen, kind of like
In a while, yeah.
just in that early aspect of One Piece, and then he kind of gets pieced up by Blackbeard. I mean, his Devil Fruit's like OP, but like Blackbeard also has, a very good handle on Conqueror's hockey.
Yeah,
Especially like later on, in the story. But at that point, hockey was a thing, but like maybe it wasn't a full formed idea yet.
Mhm.
Where you see Sabo.
I mean, Blackbeard's at that time like he wasn't using Conqueror's hockey in that fight, right?
He wasn't using Conqueror's hockey,
but it
That's
was
what he's saying.
he had that
just
black
has
hole.
his just Devil Fruit.
Like
It's
his-
just mainly his devil fruit and
it's
his
crazy
just raw
OP.
strength, which at later on turns into like them talking about hockey
Yeah,
instead
right,
of just
yeah.
like calling it raw strength.
But
Yeah.
in that fight, Blackbeard versus Ace, like I feel like it's kind of just Ace, like
that one's
he
like
did
a
have strong
low-ranking
moves, but
fight
like
for me.
yeah,
no,
exactly.
same,
Low
man.
ranking fight.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
mean,
He
we're
just
gonna-
like
we're
kind of
definitely gonna rank
fucked
them.
up, like he shouldn't have like
Garp versus Blackbeard is a
didn't,
high
didn't
ranker.
no
Whitebeard not
business.
tell him not to go?
He had, Whitebeard told him not to go. He had really just like shouldn't have left. Like Shanks was like, "Yo, trust me, like don't do it." When he
Right.
pulled up, when they drank, and Shanks actually like Conqueror hockey and knocked out like half the crew.
Yeah.
But he was just like, "Yo, like I'm warning you." Like, but Ace, like I feel like he had already left, or he just like he like didn't want to listen, and ultimately like it led to his death because he went after Blackbeard, and obviously we know how strong and how crazy that fruit is at the time and like will become later on in One Piece. And then Law versus Kid versus Big Mom.
Law and Kid.
Yeah, Law and Kid versus Big Mom.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
That's a really good
there
fight.
for me.
That's a high ranking fight.
Yeah.
I mean, any
talk
Law
about
fight,
stakes, like
yeah,
this. These are like the
that might be the number one for me. Honestly,
potentially. I mean, we gotta still talk about the last one. But yeah,
there's more.
even with that,
cool.
even with that.
but yeah, just like that fight is a great fight. I mean, any fight with Law is an amazing fight because I just like
I feel like Law was going in
powers.
more so, and Kid was kind of just like
he
was doing okay.
He was doing okay. I mean, I feel like Law was carrying him. Like, I mean, I think he was crazy to kind of go after Shanks, like after being carried, beating Big Mom.
Crazy.
It's kind of like, yo, what?
He kind of went after Kaido,
like
Shanks, Big Mom, like.
And you saw how many people it took to beat Kaido. Like how many people were like, it was like Zoro was up there, Luffy was up there,
Big Mom and Kaido versus all of them, which is crazy.
Yeah, and then they had
both of those needed multiple people on them.
Yeah.
And then it was both of them together, so it's like they were teaming up. That was crazy.
Yeah. So then ultimately, when they split up, it's two of them, and then everybody else stays up there. I feel like Zoro falls down eventually, or has to leave or whatever.
He goes and fights King.
Yeah. But
like it falls off the edge, or King comes and
something. Yeah, I don't know.
And they're just fighting off
so much going on.
Yeah.
Like, then they were on the side of the floating.
Yeah. And then just the last one would be Whitebeard versus Akainu, which was pretty brief.
Brief, and Whitebeard's like literally dying already anyway. Point. So like low ranking fight for me, but it's cool to see him.
What's on the line? It's Ace. It's the new generation. It's kind of like the war that kind of like put those other pirates, kind of like out there. I mean, ultimately, like the end of that fight, like he's like the One Piece is real.
Yeah, it felt crazy. That whole fight was like one of the still is one of the craziest fights in One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, when you first see him like tear that, the sky.
Yeah,
you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, he was
the sky crunch.
Yeah,
he was doing crazy.
And then when you see him like later on, during Wano, running with that whole thing versus Roger, like it's just sick. But let's rank these fights before we even get, because we actually do want to talk about Whitebeard some more. So if we were ranking these fights, do we all agree, that Law and Kid and Big Mom would be the best?
One. Yeah,
do you have any other contenders for that?
No, I think Garp and Blackbeard would be number 2 because the Kid versus Big Mom would be definitely number 1.
Yeah, so I could agree with that. I would say Pedro versus Baron Tamago.
After that,
would be like number 3 for me.
Yep, and then Whitebeard, and then Blackbeard versus Ace.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Glad we're on the same page about that.
And that's very diplomatic.
But yeah, I've been wanting to bring up. I keep trying to say this. How Whitebeard is the Vin Diesel of the One Piece universe.
Yeah.
Because all he hears about is family.
Yeah. Which
family
literally brings us into our next segment.
Family.
Whitebeard never chased the One Piece.
Family.
I mean, my opinion, which is apparently also Brett's opinion, that his ultimate goal is family. I mean, so basically, just like if you're joining the Whitebeard Pirates, so you're doing it for the vibes. You're doing it for the name, the prestige of being a Whitebeard pirate. Just that kind of like respect. But like ultimately, like he was never going for the One Piece.
No.
Ace was like, yo, this is the guy. He's gonna be the king. Like, and he probably could have been. I feel like if he did, make.
He was just a little too early. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For he couldn't have done it with Goldie Roger, and he was too old to do it for the newer next generation.
Exactly, and I feel like that was one of the things
he was basically like the vice king of the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
like he did set off, by announcing the One Piece was real. Starting the second wave of the pirate generation, letting the worst generation, bring time to shine. It's kind of like their time to like step up. I feel like he kind of realized that in that fight that like, damn, it's done. I'm cooked. Like, I got to set this up.
Yeah.
And I did find it interesting, which actually I feel like you mentioned it to when we were gaming yesterday, Ben. The comparison to Ace's dad. and Whitebeard.
Oh yeah, how both like his actual dad and then his symbolic dad made two major like pirate announcements.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That like spurred the entire world to act on their announcements basically. So
Yeah. And then just like, I mean, he was a force to be reckoned with during that war. You see it, but ultimately like, he was dying. So he knew he was dying. You don't see him with all the machine and shit. He pulls up, so he was just like kind of like
giving it his all to like in that moment. I think like really when he saw like Luffy like trying so hard
like
for his family, who is Ace,
Yeah.
Now suddenly it's like, wow, okay, I gotta
something worth dying for.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for pirating, he loves pirates.
I do have a hot
That's
take.
his family.
He loves pirates.
Had Ace joined the Straw Hats, he would have still been alive. I feel like there wouldn't have been no need for
sure. But could you see him like working under his younger brother? I don't think so.
No. Like ultimately, like would he want to?
But I know what you're saying.
But like I just like he did mesh well with the Straw Hats. There are some, ultimately like Law meshes well with the Straw Hats. But like, and ultimately like, when they're fighting and you see like Law being like, yo, don't tell me what to do. But then he'll low key like do exactly what Zoro exactly what Zoro says. You're just like, damn. Like,
I could see him joining more
Yeah.
easily than Ace.
I feel like Ace would probably, if he had survived Marineford, I feel like he would have taken over like more command of
the Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I could see that too. Like him and Marco.
Yeah.
Kind of like whatever, because like I feel like Marco's just kind of like.
It's like, I'll do it, but I don't give a fuck.
I'll do it, but like
family.
Shit.
Definitely.
I'll show up when you need me. Sure.
Marco's a super cool character.
So then, yeah, just like quick fire. Whitebeard in his prime versus Kaido in his prime. Who do you think would win?
Are we is Kaido in like prime
during like Wano?
What we saw? Yeah.
I would say like Wano, like even if it's like slightly earlier than that, whatever. Like, but like just like around that time, because honestly, like, I mean, it took like 8 people to bring him down. Ultimately, like,
I think Whitebeard would win.
Yeah,
in his prime.
I mean, you're seeing him like go toe to toe with Roger, in the Wano flashbacks.
Because they were both emperors at the same time, but Whitebeard was like super old, and Kaido was like in his prime.
Yeah,
actually in his prime.
Yeah. No, like so. I definitely think
Whitebeard.
But
maybe it would be like maybe it'd be like 75-25. Yeah,
I want to give it to Whitebeard, but I just like feel like we haven't seen enough of like him to like really give it to like.
Think about it like this: he went toe to toe with Gold D,
right?
But and Kaido and them were like
him? We know he's good with like hockey.
You know what?
But think about his devil fruit too, and him using it in his full.
I think it'd be a really like drawn out fight, and like what was your prediction? Like
I said, like 75-25. Like Kaido would in a simulator. Kaido would win sometimes, probably.
No, I feel like he would win. Definitely could win.
But I think Whitebeard would win 75% of the time.
I'm going 60-40.
But you're right. We don't have like proof of his. That's just my speculation of his prime ability.
Right.
His prime rib ability.
Because he was dirty as a dying old man. A dirty dying old. No, sorry.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa,
respect the dead, dude.
He was really good as a dying old man.
Dirty dying old man.
I mean, definitely. I mean, he was definitely. I mean,
no.
So pretty much just like, Whitebeard. He's called Kaido's called the strongest creature. So he's known for his superior stamina, his physical strength, his own regeneration. Whitebeard is known as the strongest man. So he has superior haki, battle IQ, and world-shaking destruction. So I mean, I feel like they're both just like immense forces. I feel like it might even be like a 60. No, you said 60-40?
I said 60-40.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say
Luffy had to go to like God mode.
What does the chat think?
Maybe like 50-50. It could even be a
who's with me.
Luffy had to go to God mode to beat Kaido.
Yeah.
We've never seen anybody like fully go in with Whitebeard, so we don't really know. But my speculation is that he would be stronger.
Right. I mean, Gold
strongest
Roger wasn't a
creature
fucking
with the strongest man.
dragon.
We want to know what you guys think, so
But he
definitely
was though.
let us know.
He was a
For
For all
man.
intents and
He was like
purposes,
Shanks. He's like a
was
Shanks.
dragon.
He's equivalent to like Shanks, essentially.
Shanks is fucking insanely strong.
Yes, I know, but so is Kaido.
Yes, I know, but
Yeah.
okay, so Shanks versus Kaido.
Right.
Who's
Probably,
winning?
Shanks.
Like
Shanks.
Shanks, but probably 60-40. That's what I'm saying. Like,
75-25, 100%.
With Shanks, I feel like it's maybe like
Kaido.
Kaido was really strong. Maybe,
Kaido
maybe,
is
I'm,
insane,
maybe I'm not giving him
80-20,
his, maybe I'm not giving him his
80-20,
credit.
80-20.
I just like the other guy.
Like one of like Zoro's strongest attacks, like cut him.
Zoro then also.
Right,
Zoro
but
now.
Zoro
is
then
like-
was
What about Zoro now
insane.
versus Kaido?
Right. It would probably be like I'm
70.
not gonna go into the
60-40. It's always
'cause it was-
60-40
it
just
was
because
like-
Kaido's so
it
strong.
was like a 99-1, like the first time.
No, I
That
feel
one,
like at
that
first,
one
when
shot
they
he
first
got on
fight,
him that like really fucked him up a little bit.
It-
But that was like a little bit.
yeah, and that was with what's his name's Blade.
Right. The
Was it
Odin's.
Enma?
Yeah.
I think like with Zoro, I feel like maybe with Zoro now, he would maybe need one more. It might maybe like him and Sanji could beat
He needed 4.
Kaido. Like I feel like we're like
Put in his butt.
maybe like
What?
I said he needed a 4 sword.
him and Jinbei.
Oh, between his cheeks?
I feel like he might need like a second
Like,
person.
bodies.
Or like originally. I feel like originally.
Lions.
Or no, never mind. I don't know.
What are you saying? My
Anyway,
Sorry.
I don't know.
We're getting,
We're talking
we're getting
nonsense.
silly.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna cut that. So anyway,
No, we're not. 'Cause it's
yeah, we're
funny.
gonna cut that.
We're
So we're moving on to the last part.
I'm
so-
editing this, so we're not.
Some overrated
part.
moments outside the monster trio.
Yeah.
So like pretty much just like what were some moments by the crew that really stepped up big
we
time.
needed them to happen.
Just in the past. I know we talked about like we want to see them, do more. But like
What's times
as
when
an-
they did more?
yeah, times when they
Ooh.
did more. I mean,
Good one.
recently I've been watching Dressrosa.
Same.
So I just saw, Usopp become God Usopp. I mean, just
Same.
in that whole
Agreed.
arc, you're expecting like Usopp's being Usopp. He's running away. He's running away. He's running away. All of a sudden, he like turns and he's just like, "Yo,
I gotta
like-
not do that.
I can't. Like, I gotta step up." And then you just see him like step up, not once
Change the whole direction of everything
of the fight.
to,
Yeah,
to
multiple
turn in
times.
their favor.
Yeah.
And
The
the
Tantado people
the
first.
sniper, yeah, the Tantado people first, and then the sniper moment with Sugar,
Yeah.
with Luffy.
He's
Kind of like future
sight.
scene, like
Yeah.
that, like whatever. Just like, literally, like
That was a crazy shot.
for me, just like as a Usopp fan, like I was loving him in Dressrosa.
Oh, it was,
That
it
was,
was
like,
so good. It was
it was-
hilarious.
it was
I was
more than
laughing.
comedy.
It
It
was
was
more
we
than
were
a crazy
laughing the whole
shot,
time.
dude. That
Yeah.
was like an insane.
And it's just the
crazy-
replica of his
like,
face,
the-
like all freaked
The
out.
distance and where he shot that through, he shot that like a huge distance one,
Yeah.
then
And it
through
like
a
had
window.
like 2 backfires. It was like
yeah.
yeah.
And then the thing it was like, what the fuck?
it was a replica of his face from the eating
Right.
the hot sauce
hot
that
sauce.
initially
to scare her.
got her to pass
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Which is
Again.
insane.
Did it again.
Such a
Yeah.
weird,
Hit her with a little like PTSD moment. She was
Yeah.
like ah,
Drama. Ah!
yeah, made her pass out.
Luffy was like, what the fuck?
Were there any other Usopp moments?
I guess like Usopp's like cousin, technically Sogeking, had that really
Yeah.
good moment where they
Definitely
like
not the same
ignited
guy.
Yeah,
like
no,
the
different
flag,
Flag.
for
basically a twin.
like setting off their whole like issues with the world government from then on
yeah,
to help Robin. One of the best moments,
that masked
Yeah.
man.
that masked man. I mean, thank God
I don't know.
Usopp told him to come help because like
Yeah.
if he wasn't there,
Yeah. No, for real. I mean, I don't know this man. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know
for
who
this
he is,
man.
but
Yeah.
Where he came from.
But yeah, no, just the Soul King
really
was
stepped up.
definitely sick. I mean, stepped up there, stepped up in Thriller Bark, too as well. Which is also dope to see. I mean, for another good one was Nami during Whole Cake. I mean, she kind of held it down. I mean, as far as like hectic, I mean, she's definitely like their tactician at times. I feel like they might need somebody who's like a little bit more,
Actually, a tactician.
yeah,
Yeah,
in
battle.
Yeah, exactly. But just as far as just like, what she did on Whole Cake, as far as like getting Zeus,
Well, hold on. I feel like you could almost say like Jinbei is now there, like, because he's like an experienced fighter and he's like a calm, level-headed guy. So if they like listen to Jinbei more, because like would
I mean, they
Zoro
do,
listen to
but
someone else?
I feel like in what you call it, in both ones, like in
If they were
Egghead,
right,
Jinbei was just like, oh, I need to get Zoro, like, so he was just like running to get Zoro, like, so he's not like
he's just
involved, like,
running to get Zoro.
and he gets Zoro, you know what I mean, brings it back.
Dude,
to
I
the
fucking
ship.
love Jinbei, by
Like,
the way.
I love Jinbei too, like,
He's such a chill dude. He just loves the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Just like,
and he does the water thing in Wano.
He does the water thing.
You know, just like that. I mean, like he had so many sick moments, but I feel like as far as like the fighting aspect, he's not like I mean, we'll bring up Hunter x Hunter again, like how Killer was like a very like
he's not a
technical
little
person.
boy assassin.
He's not a little boy assassin. Little lightning boy. No, just like
He's
Killer
definitely
was
not.
just like a very
Always had a game plan
yeah, he always had a game.
Yeah, yeah.
for the fight.
Shikamaru,
He was
like,
ready.
you know what I mean? Like they're just like kind of like I feel like they
Trained.
need somebody who's like that kind of like
Who's a
person.
battle
That might like
savvy.
help like not Luffy because Luffy's like thing is just like running around.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity,
You couldn't
like,
even
that's
direct
fair.
it.
whatever.
That's fair.
You
Because
couldn't
like
direct
that.
him if you wanted to.
That's
at
the
these
thing.
days,
Like,
I feel like he's a little more passive.
yeah,
Watching them, right?
like
fair
I
to say?
mean, I feel like he's always just like he's like with the team. He's not with the team. He's beating up somebody. He's just I don't know, but like
Yeah, he's a wild card.
somebody like Luffy's
In the deck of cards, he's the Joker.
like that they would account for that.
Could we
You know-
talk about another underrated moment, which I just remembered would be Brooke fighting Big Mom?
Yeah,
True.
I mean,
Because he
When
really
he's
stepped up.
stealing
That shit was
the-
cold.
the
Yeah.
pony
that was
glyph.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, I still got it. Like,
It was like
Ice cold.
young lady. I was like, shit.
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally, God.
Yeah.
And
You're
the
like, how
fact-
old is Brooke?
Yeah,
I mean, he was on that boat for like 50 years.
That was
Yeah.
50 years, and he was already probably
Like 30,
maybe 40.
right? Maybe
Maybe.
50.
Maybe
Yeah, no, that-
45.
definitely a great
Maybe 100.
moment.
Definitely not that.
He could be.
Maybe.
Because he's infinite now.
Maybe.
Another one
Bones are forever.
was Chopper during Wano. I mean, not that it was like big, but like I mean,
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
huge, though.
Yeah.
the pressure is on.
just like
you're live mixing.
just like Usopp turning the tide in Dressrosa. That's
Yes.
Yeah,
Chopper
reversing
turning the tide for the Straw Hats.
the Oni. What is it called? The Oni. right?
Oni, yeah.
Queen's
Like,
like,
from Queen's
poison.
poison.
yeah.
He's cooking. He's
The
cooking this up
ice Oni, right?
mid
Yeah, they're
battlefield
like frozen ice, so
with the wrist.
Yeah.
Like
basically ice zombie, like demon thing, right?
that's
Yeah.
Something
insane.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see him like step up, but like that was just when you think about it, it's just like kind of crazy.
That was huge.
I would like to see Chopper become huge, like the huge version, but
And
also
then
just
start-
be a doctor.
And just be a doctor while he's big.
Yeah, kind of
Make
like
big doses of medicine for the giants in Elbaf.
yeah.
like Smart Hulk,
Oh, no.
like Smart
We're
Hulk
cooking
from
here.
Smart Hulk from
From the
Yeah,
Avengers,
exactly.
He's like, yeah, I mix both.
That's super
Exactly.
funny.
Yo, pretty much.
I need
Um,
to do big things.
I mean, any other moments?
Not that I can think of.
No, those are really.
I'm sure you guys could think of some more moments, and we'd love to hear them in our
Yeah.
comment section.
Leave them in the comments if you have them. If you guys want us to talk about them next time, definitely let us know. Besides that, I think this is where we end our
Yeah.
journey at the Straw Hats
That's
for
true.
today.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.
See you in the next one.
Thanks for looking.
Adios, guys.
Nixon 4.
I did have another one. We don't have to keep this in there, but
Son of
you,
a
you
bitch.
didn't see it yet. You
Son
didn't
of
see
a
it.
bitch.
You didn't see it yet.
So why are we saying it?
It's the Nami with Zeus with the giant in the new episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like huge. Like, she's